I have seen some very nasty breakups, and why wouldn't I? I am 31 years into defending criminal cases, and you might see somebody like me if the man or the woman in the case ends up being carted away in handcuffs, right? Mostly men, sometimes women. I get that. But how many of us have had this situation? We're going to talk about a case where we aren't we cool? Everything's all right. We're being adults and we're not going to have drama. And that's what happened in Swain versus the state of Florida. Swain breaks up with his girlfriend. She does not want to break up. They live together. He packs up all his stuff into a couple garbage bags. He is a convicted felon. He has a shotgun, which he shouldn't have, in one of the garbage bags. And his girlfriend, through a very quiet, sober little drive to a closed Starbucks, she drops him off. Now, again, we're adults, we're cool, no drama here. Except as Swain's ex-girlfriend is driving away, she gets on the phone, unbeknownst to Swain, of course, and she calls it in. She calls 911. There's a convicted felon outside the Starbucks with a shotgun. You need to go arrest him. And the reason we're talking about it is because Swain got a 3-year prison sentence after this breakup. Within, a couple days of his breakup, he gets a 3-year mandatory prison sentence. The way that works is if you are a convicted felon, folks, you can't have a gun or a firearm. And you don't get a 3-year minimum mandatory for just possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. But if you have it on you, like you're holding the garbage bag with the rifle or the gun is in your waistband, etc., you've got yourself a 3-year mandatory on that crime of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Now, again, Swain has no idea that his ex-girlfriend has set him up. And, folks, hell has no fury. We know that. However, Swain makes a couple mistakes. All right. Number one, obviously, he never should have had a shotgun, period. Dumb move. Got him 3 years prison. But the reason he appealed, which is legit, is that when the cops showed up at the closed Starbucks, the shotgun, which was hidden in his stuff, was 25 feet away from him when the cops showed up. And the law on getting the 3-year min-man is you only get the 3-year min-man if the gun is on you. So the court overturned the 3-year minimum mandatory prison sentence enhancement. That's thrown out the window. But the second thing that's interesting, a lot of life lessons in this case, folks, a lot. Second life lesson, all right, is that he called his ex the minute he got arrested. He called her several times. And what did he do? He confessed to this crime on the jail calls. And how many times do we need to go over this? Yes, they are recording all jail calls. And yes, they are going to review these jail calls. And yes, they used these jail calls in court against him to say, dude, you are guilty. Here's your confession to your ex. There you have it. Several life lessons. This, obviously, there was some disconnect here where this woman called 911 when she drove away. I don't know the backstory of that. And even if I knew the backstory of that, I am not Dr. Phil. I'm not anyone like Dr. Phil. I'm a counselor at law, but not a counselor therapist. We could do this better. We don't have to have people sent to prison, etc., etc. We can be adults about this sort of thing. That's my hope for all you out there. And thanks for watching.